Good morning, race fans. Welcome to the NASCAR Report. I'm your host, Tyler White. Thanks for joining us today as we take a look back at the race weekend from the Auto Club Speedway, beginning with the Xfinity Series race on Saturday, the DriveToPlots.com 300. For the fourth straight week, a Sprint Cup regular is the winner of the Xfinity Series race, and the winner was Kevin Harvick. Congratulations, Kevin. Brendan Gaughan second, Eric Jones third, Chase Elliott fourth, Chris Buescher fifth, Brian Scott sixth, Kyle Larson seventh, Brad Keselowski eighth, Regan Smith ninth, and Elliott Sadler 10th. Now, a lot of fans complaining about the Sprint Cup regulars running in the Xfinity Series. I used to see it on both sides. Now, I used to think, well, you don't see an NFL quarterback play a high school game on Friday night, a college game on Saturday, and then a pro game on Sunday. But the more I watched and the more I studied it, I kind of understand why the Cup regulars run the Xfinity Series. Makes it a challenge for the Xfinity Series drivers to race, and it makes it even more competitive than I think. I think that's what makes the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series more competitive, is when the Cup regulars run the race. And a lot of the Sprint Cup drivers, they treat the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series races as, let's say, an extra practice. Last year, Kyle Busch. Now, Kansas is Kyle Busch's worst track. But last year at Kansas, he won the Xfinity Series racer, which at the time was still the Nationwide Series, and wound up finishing third in the Cup race the next day. The reason why he was able to do so well in the Cup race, there for the fall race at Kansas last year, is because he won the Xfinity race, which at the time was the Nationwide Series. That is what really helped him run very well at Kansas last time we were there. Now, I also want to harp on something. I don't normally harp on this, but I feel led to do this right now. Brian McKnight's rendition of the National Anthem Saturday at the Xfinity Series race. Now, don't get me wrong. Brian McKnight is a great singer. Don't get me wrong. But his rendition of the National Anthem yesterday, I wasn't too big of a fan of it. Or let's just say I wasn't impressed with it. That's a better way to put it out. He started off good, but once he got to that last part, he was way off pitch and kind of made the song more of his own song. Which, you can't do that. You can't do that! You can't do that! I mean, it's the National Anthem. Come on! A lot of men and women have died for our freedom here in America. I love what Aloe Blacc said when he was asked to sing at the Daytona 500 last year. Now, his dad is retired major in the Marine Corps. What he said last year with Jeff Gluck, that was an interview with USA Today, he said, when it comes to singing the National Anthem, you do it to honor the country, and you do it so that everybody can sing with you. You got that right, Aloe Blacc. Let me tell you something. You do it to honor the country. Honor the brave men and women that have served our nation through tough times, who've sacrificed everything for our freedom. That's what the song is all about. And you do it so all the fans can sing with you, so that everybody who's in attendance can sing with you. I love to sing along to the National Anthem. I always do. But when some singer tries to make their own song and gets way off pitch like that, it's hard for me to sing along. It's hard for everybody else to sing along when they do stupid stuff like that to the National Anthem. So, in my opinion, if you're gonna sing the National Anthem at a race, don't put it and make it as your own song and get off pitch like that. Do it the way it was written, the way it was composed. Period. Okay, now that I'm done harping on that, let's take a look at the Sprint Cup race yesterday. The Auto Club 400. Very good finish. Brad Keselowski, your winner. Congratulations, Brad. Kevin Harvick, second. Kurt Busch, third. Paul Menard, fourth. Ryan Newman, fifth. Dale Earnhardt Jr., sixth. Joey Logano, seventh. Martin Truex, eighth. Jimmy Johnson, ninth. And Jeff Gordon, 10th. Now, a lot of fans are complaining about the final two cautions. The first caution after the first green white checker finish, it was for debris. I think some part of Kyle Larson's, some metal part on Kyle Larson's car somehow got on the track, and a lot of fans are saying, well, they didn't show it. Well, the television camera, watch again, it did show part of that metal. It's just so small you can barely see it. But when they got to the green white checker, I feel like they should have thrown the caution out when Greg Biffle wrecked on the last lap. Don't get me wrong, that was a great finish yesterday, but NASCAR should have thrown the caution. Period. A look now at the Sprint Cup point standings. Kevin Harvick, the points leader. Joey Logano, second. Martin Truex, third. Dale Earnhardt Jr., fourth. Brad Keselowski, fifth. Ryan Newman, sixth. Jimmy Johnson, seventh. Casey Kane, eighth. Paul Menard, ninth. And Eric Almirola, 10th. Now, we have a surprise name in third, Martin Truex. His career has not been so successful, even though he's won 2 Xfinity Series championships back-to-back in 2004 and 2005, which at the time was the NASCAR Busch Series. Sprint Cup side's not been so successful. He's only had 2 career wins, Dover 2007 and Sonoma 2013. He went to Michael Waltrip Racing in 2010, but was released after the 2013 season after that big cheating scandal going on. Last year, he moves to Furniture Row Racing, which Furniture Row Racing, not a successful team. They've only won 1 race, which, first of all, they're not a Charlotte area team. They're based out of the Mile High city of Denver. So, they're nowhere near North Carolina or the Charlotte area. They're all the way in Colorado in the Mile High city of Denver. Only 1 win in the Sprint Cup Series for them. Darlington, the Southern 500, 2011, with Regan Smith. Only once they made the chase. That was 2013 with Kurt Busch. And last year for Truex, it was his worst season ever. It was basically just how it used to be in his first few years in the Sprint Cup. But now he's got a new crew chief that just came out of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. It's a Canada series for NASCAR. And they've been successful. My bold prediction is Martin Truex will win some races this year, and he is the dark horse to win the championship. That is my bold prediction. All right, that is our show today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Tyler White. We'll be back here on Friday to get you ready for the race weekend. We're heading out to NASCAR's shortest and oldest track, the Martinsville Speedway in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. We'll be here on Friday to get you ready for the race weekend. We got the Truck Series on Saturday and the Sprint Cup Series on Sunday. We'll show you what you can expect. We'll take a look back at that wild race in 2012. We'll have a weather report from NBC affiliate WSLS 10 in Roanoke. And if there are any new developments going on in the world of NASCAR, we will be right here to let you know about them. Until then, this is Tyler White reminding you, for you to do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. We'll see you next time on the NASCAR Report, everybody. Have a great day.